See, a lot of founders are asking the same question today. See, we've all seen brands like Mamaearth and Minimalist and Boat and Bombay Shaving Company blow up in the recent past. And it does feel like consumer brands are having their moment. The playbook also seems very straightforward, that you go to Instagram first and you start trying to create viral reels, you put money into ads, and then there's growth. But the problem is, such quick traction that comes on viral reels with ads, it doesn't really mean long-term success. It doesn't build a brand. So today, I'm sitting down with Poonam. Poonam has led marketing for Apple in India, Pepsi, Microsoft, and Nokia. Poonam tells you what it actually takes to build a brand that actually lasts, that sticks around, so that you don't waste your years chasing quick growth that actually fades as fast as it takes off. Let's get started. Poonam, consumer brand, I mean, it's always a great business in India. I keep saying that in every video that I do, but consumer brands is such a great opportunity. Some of the biggest, even Indian startup outcomes have come out of consumer brands. You take public companies like Mamaearth or Minimalist that got acquired by HUL, Theobroma getting acquired by a private equity firm. So again, can build a great business, can build a local brand, can do all of that. Yeah. And when people, of young age today want to do a consumer brand, they look to Instagram. And they're like, okay, I'll get a photo shoot done, I'll get some ads ready, reels, and put money behind it, and that's my business. I'll probably get it contract manufactured. Does this work, or is there something wrong with it?
So I think depends on what is your expectation from the brand.
To build a business.
Yeah. What do you want to build a business around? Are you wanting to build a business which is...
Could be anything. Soap, snacks, textile.
Let's take snacks.
Okay.
A space that, I'm familiar with.
Kurkure. You've done Kurkure.
Kurkure, Lay's,
yes.
Uncle Chips.
Perfect.
Right? All three. Now, if you're just on Instagram, no way today, if we were to get out there and just do Instagram, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, Instagram for me is a great place to show your product, right? It's a great place for you to get some clicks going. But if you need to build a business, a sustainable business around it, you need to think about it like whatever level you're in. You need to think about it like, okay, this is the business I'm running and this is the brand I'm establishing. And when I say that, performance marketing, I am a big believer of performance marketing will just give you that rise, the initial rise, okay? But it's like a tap. The moment you close the tap, it's over, okay? You will stop getting anything. Gradually, the tap, pani sook jayega.
Is that a problem?
That is, of course, a problem.
Because if I'm investing, I'm getting returns. Why should I stop investing? And why do we...
Then I'm not able to scale. I'm not able to do anything. I can only do as much as the money I'm spending. Wahi jata rahega. It's the same old way.
What's the other way?
If you're looking at creating a sustainable, profitable business, then you need to think holistically. And when I say holistically, it is about doing all the things. Like performance marketing is your sales team, digital sales team, right? But where is and they will, after a point, need that air cover. You can only take your brand to a particular limit. After
what is that? It's a crore, it's 10 crores?
Depends. I met someone who said I can do 100 crores on performance marketing.
Then why is it a problem?
But saying and doing is very different, right?
Okay.
I think where companies struggle with, and the companies that I see doing well, whether it's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, whatever market you pick up, the companies that are doing well are people who are investing on. So first and foremost, get your product right. Build the whys around the product very well. Why should you exist? Why should any consumer pick it up? And that why can be answered partly through performance and partly through the sustained long-term brand that you are starting to build. And that's the beauty. The beauty of building a brand is that when you start doing that, when you start investing in building the larger brand, that's where after a point when your performance, you won't actually need it that much. And today, why would I want to spend money so much on, on a Google or a Meta? Why don't you create your own channel as the platform? I think that works much better because you are building. It is an investment again. It is an investment in building your own channel. But it's that place. You're owning that place. And you're able to understand where is the consumer coming, what are they looking for. I'm able to do that much more on building my own content channel. And we're doing that for a couple of brands that I'm working with. We haven't stopped. It's not like we stopped doing Google and Meta or performance. You use them for a purpose. Like, for example, I spoke to you about JobsCar, right? I mean, speaking to you about them, they're it's like the employment exchange for Bharat, okay, where we help people get jobs in tier 1, tier 2, in tier 2 cities, not tier 1, tier 2 cities, and the whole concept being walk to work. So it's also at one level stopping migration from smaller cities. Now, we are using, we're obviously using our own platform, Instagram. We are using a little bit of Facebook. We are using influencers, the mix that you normally look at. But I think the way we are using it is very different. Okay, I use Google Ads to drive traffic to my center. Okay, because we've set up a center. I want people to come in. I use Google to do that. I would use Instagram to build excitement around what is, JobsCard doing, etc., etc. Okay, I am not doing any performance ad. Nothing.
Google Ads is
Google. That's what I'm saying. I mean, for the product, I'm not doing. I'm using it only for awareness.
Okay.
I am doing that because there is a need for it, right? There is a need for people when we establish for people to know, because I'm not doing traditional advertising. I'm not putting money in newspaper. So Google Ads help me there. That's about it. I have a walk-in where 200 people are getting hired in the center. Walk-in ka announcement kar diya, right? But to build JobsCar, to build what is JobsCar, what is it standing for, what does JobsCar do for you, that I'm using my own platform, that I'm using micro influencers, that I'm using a little bit of, I would not call them macro, but a little somewhere in between, okay, local level influencers. And then if I want to actually get more conversations going, again, I'm a big believer of using the influencer network in a manner where it's helping the brand. So, for example, there we wanted to talk about one of the issues that we see in tier 2 is huge inertia around jobs हैं, लेकिन लोग मेहनत नहीं करना चाह रहे, वहाँ तक आना नहीं है. And so, we use an influencer. She's from Kanpur, Naini Dixit. We used her and she's loaded with sarcasm. She fits in with the brand, a little bit of that quirkiness. She did such a beautiful job of pulling out all the issues that the job market is facing. So it's about how. So what we are doing is we are using bits and pieces of everything to build a larger brand. And we do when we need to do. And we are new at the moment, so we need to. I'm hoping that tomorrow, in a year or so, we're in a position where I don't even need to do Google Ads. I just put up a notice on my own Instagram and say, hey guys, walk-ins happening, 200 jobs on this day. So I think that's how one. I'm not saying people should not do performance marketing. I think it's just the way you do it and what you do around it.
Sure, you're not advocating for anti-performance marketing. That's not your stance. Your stance is obviously pro-brand, which people aren't focusing too much on. What is a brand if not a business that just keeps shipping products? What is it in a brand? What should I build? And what is the advantage? Because in performance, I know for every $1 I'm putting, $2 come out. Are you saying that, hey, beyond a certain scale, maybe 5 crores, it's going to become very costly? Hence, do the cover fire when your salespeople go out to sell? Or is brand something else? Like, how should an early stage founder think about a brand?
So, I think I'll answer your first question. People think we are putting money on advertising, we are doing performance, and isse brand ban raha hai. But when you tell them that if you're going to create like a story around who you are, right? For example, if you look at the big brands, you look at a Starbucks, right? You look at any of the brands, okay? For me, Starbucks is like the moment I get in, you can drop me in any Starbucks outlet. With my eyes closed, I know I've entered a Starbucks. And I don't get that with Barista. I don't get that with Costa. Why do I get it only with Starbucks, right? So it's the aura that they have built.
The feel has been engineered.
Consistent. It's consistent.
You're saying the air is also engineered.
The air is also engineered. It is. Right. You get in, you're in a Starbucks. You could be in a Starbucks in Tokyo or you could be in a Starbucks in Kanpur. It's the same.
Okay.
The moment you enter, the way they greet you, the way they ask you, the way everyone is there, the way the products are, the way the windows are, the display is, it's all the same, right? Anywhere in the world, right? That is the brand. That is brand, right? That for me is brand. That's my definition of brand. Now, when you tell the founders that, because all founders, most of them, and I don't want to be, I don't want to be controversial here, but most founders think कि पैसा लगा दो, हो गया शुरू, okay? And brand for them is कि अभी हम छोटे हैं या हम आगे सोचेंगे ब्रांड के बारे में, या ब्रांड इज दिस एसोटेरिक थिंग दैट यू बिल्ड ओवर द इयर्स, और व्हेन आई गेट माय नेक्स्ट राउंड ऑफ फंडिंग आई विल बिल्ड अ ब्रांड. नो डूड, व्हेन यू आर डूइंग परफॉर्मेंस मार्केटिंग यू आर स्टार्टिंग टू डू दैट. यू आर ऑलरेडी डूइंग दैट. And which is why again I keep on telling them that even the way you're showing up on Instagram, you are building your
reputation,
that
brand
thing,
yeah,
that aura, that thing you're building.
Right.
So when you say कि कुछ भी निकाल दो, हैप्पी दिवाली का पोस्ट आना चाहिए, क्यों? क्या कर रहे हैं वो आपके हैप्पी दिवाली का पोस्ट, right? There are people who are hiring digital agencies, and you look at their Instagram page and you know कि nobody there knows what is happening. It is an Instagram page जिसमें एजेंसी ने उनको 20 क्रिएटिव्स का कमिटमेंट दिया है और उसमें 5 फेस्टिवल्स होंगे. It's like a rack rate, and that's what they think is brand. And I'm not
30 posts month,
and
it costs,
correct. The agencies can differ from 50,000 rupees a month to 5 lakh rupees,
right.
and that's what the thing is. So when you tell them, नहीं, where is the story, where's your narrative, how is that building, वो तो हम बाद में करेंगे. बट आप जो कर रहे हो अभी वो भी वहीं की ओर जा रहा है. The only challenge is that वो sporadic हो रहा है, right? So how do you and
is that a problem? Sporadic हो रहा है. Why?
See, because there is no consistency in it.
Why does that matter?
When you don't have a story to tell, that brand for me is a story, right? Starbucks that I told you, it's a story, right?
Paperboat is a story.
Everybody, Paperboat is nostalgia for me.
When I'm not telling a story, yet I'm pushing content out on Instagram and doing 30 posts a month.
So I'll give you. I won't name the organization.
What is the problem?
I won't name the organization, but they have 3 posts happening every day.
Sure.
Okay. They are the size of a white paper, every post. I need to look at it with a, microscope to see लिखा क्या है. And they're all important ones, वो, but नहीं आज निकालना है. That is the objective. But what is it doing for the larger organization? नहीं, this has to go out today.
Yeah, we have goals to meet.
We have goals to meet. Okay. That's it. So my challenge today with people is, you literally have to go back to, so there is a bunch that knows everything and brand हम बाद में करेंगे. There's a bunch that is like not required, जो है बस इतना ही है करेंगे. और what people don't understand, and this is where you have to literally go to basics 101, that everything that you do, for me brand, when you to answer that larger question, for me brand is every single interface with the outside world. Whether it's starting from your sales team, how they're talking to people is brand. They are representing the physical brand. You could be selling whatever. You could be selling Pepsi, or you could be selling the way the sales people are talking. It's the approach, the attitude that reflects the brand. It starts from there. And so it's not like, जो हम we'll spend some 10 crores making an ad and then we'll spend another 100 crores on. It's not that. I'm not saying that.
Thoughtfulness is what you're talking about.
Yes, and that has to start the day you are public.
Okay, what if I'm not? What do I lose when I'm not doing that?
Well, I see. It's not about what do I lose. Okay?
What is the cost of not having a brand? Because a lot of people don't have a brand. They have posts going out. They have
sales
content.
Happening.
Yeah, everything. Business is running.
So they'll do to a point. They'll do to a point. They'll do well to a point. And that happens. There are some places where the business is doing very well, but nobody knows them. And they will get to a point after which I can guarantee there'll be a plateau. I can guarantee.
So,
but my ambition could be मुझे बस वही plateau तक जाना.
Yeah, so that's what a lot of people have as a rebuttal, right? That hey, if I can get to that point, and if that point is 5 crores, that's more than enough for me.
That's what. So again, depends on what your aspiration is.
Are they right in not prioritizing their brand, but prioritizing that, hey, I should have enough inventory and enough
See,
orders
when
being
you're
fulfilled.
saying that if I get to 5 crore, that's for me is brand, and I don't care if I don't grow anymore.
Yeah, do you not
that's
need?
fine.
So then the question is, if I want to run a 5 crore revenue business an annum, is it okay to not have a brand?
But I can tell you this much, that a 5 crore business will not stay 5 crore for long.
Also, there'll be a.
How long can you, I mean, you're talking to an audience,
Fair.
right? You're selling lipstick to them.
Cool.
Okay. आपने कर लिया grab एक market share, right? You've got XYZ happening. This is your revenue. You're very happy, and you're continuing to do that. People will get tired of your maroon lipstick.
So you're saying you're losing defensibility?
Yeah, you're losing You're not doing anything.
Protection is not there.
Protection is not
Okay.
there. You're not able to actually. This 5 crore is a guarantee, maybe till the point.
Okay.
After a point.
So it's not guaranteed
It's not.
for
It's
eternity.
not. Absolutely not.
People will come and lose.
Performance marketing, I can say this on record.
Right.
It's not guaranteed.
Got it.
It's like jab tak that is open, people come back to you, and which is fine. Again, it depends on your ambition, where you want to go. For me personally, anybody who's starting anything physically out there, social media, you are starting to build something, you're building a brand. Now you want to invest in the brand, you want to continue to do what you're doing, and I'm happy with that. Again, that depends on your aspiration.
So if you're thoughtful about it, you are building a business that is defensible in the long run.
Yes.
And has potential to
scale,
get past that glass ceiling.
100%.
And
100%.
Okay,
100%.
got it. Okay, and now of course, I mean, we have enough evidences of Pepsi having done that. Kurkure is a household brand.
Yeah.
HUL's done wonders.
But you see,
Yeah.
to be fair, that time there was TV advertising. There was so much available.
So, no, I'm just saying brand has value.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that
yeah.
we've seen.
100%.
Thousands of crores of business have been done. Again, but we're talking to a small stage business, an early stage entrepreneur. Tell me some of the daily, weekly things that they can do to be moving in the right direction. Because now, okay, cool, brand is needed.
Yeah.
Let's establish that. Okay, what do I do weekly, daily? Or do I need to go get an MBA in marketing for that?
See,
Or monthly?
for me, a brand is the story.
Okay.
It's the story behind your, behind whoever you are, whatever you are. And whether it's a personal brand or it's a product brand, service brand, whatever. Brand is a story. It's a story that you need to tell every day, consistently, persistently. Okay, these are two.
What are the
things.
levers I can tell this story by? Design? Story?
I can design my story on social media. I can design my story through the way my the approach is to how I am interacting with my audience, how I'm interacting with my consumers, how I'm interacting with my. So if I give you the JobsGuard example, right? One of the things, for example, we decided was that whoever walks into our store, okay, whoever walks in should feel they are coming in with hope, right? If I'm getting into a center which is helping people get jobs, sabke paas hope hai. You're coming with hope that I will get a job if I don't have a job, or I will get a better job, but it's hope, right? So that is the underlying thought or that they're coming in with. So when they come in, we have to ensure that we listen to that hope, right? And we when they are talking to my people in the center, that hope is treated with a lot of dignity. Okay, because jobs is like social status, right? So whether it's a delivery boy walking in for a delivery boy ka job, or it's an MBA walking for a whatever managerial position in a Kotak Bank, because we span across. We have made it a point that whoever's speaking to them, when they come in, everybody's served, everybody's made to sit, there is someone talking to them. What am I doing? I can let them sit in the line, बैठे रहो वहीं पे, नौकरी चाहिए मिल जाएगी, interview दो, ये करो, वो करो, whatever. No, everybody is treated like, we are here to listen to you. We want to be the partner, and that's the aspiration for JobsGuard. Now, am I spending truckloads of money on saying I want to be the partner? No, I'm not doing that. Okay.
It's a code of conduct.
Yeah, it's the code of conduct. And that is again brand, right? That's how I am building that.
It can be content on social media. It can be code of conduct of the entire organization towards the customers.
Yes,
okay?
Yes. And it's, I mean, we are going to, now in all the new centers, we're going to put up like a charter. Okay. this, what are we here? Because sometimes you also have to be tough with people and tell them कि, you know, somebody walks in with, you know, I'm a 12th pass, 25,000 की नौकरी चाहिए, क्यों चाहिए? So setting as, you know, expectations that you have to be
Filters.
like, you know, you have to put them also. So one of the things, for example, we realize people they don't know what they're looking for. You know, when they're coming in, there is no alignment with the, you know, the job that they're looking for. And this is like pure, you're selling a product, right?
So that initial training is also part.
So how the center people deal with them, how they make them feel good or whatever. And sometimes when you have the tough calls, they're able to understand that ye jo bol rahe hai, they're good people. Right? And they're not going to cheat me, because tier 2 people have got really, the job market is a scam market in most of the places. So they're treated well, they are treated with dignity, and they're given that, you know, so at one level assurance when you are here. Also sometimes being tough with them and say, this is not the job for you. Okay. But again, do it in a manner where they feel that I can come back here again.
Got it.
Right? So what we are doing is gradually, steadily, and again, we're a startup, bootstrapped. Not bootstrapped actually, initially funded, but that's what we're trying to do. And every day, whether we're putting up posts, we've just started again our campaigns. So it's really building onto that, building onto hope, with the mission that, you know, if I'm able to get people in the centers in Kanpur who are sitting in Kanpur get a job in Kanpur, it's a job well done.
Content, code of conduct.
Yes.
That doesn't mean just, you know, roll out pleasantries. It also means training them,
talking to them,
be a little tough.
Yeah, being a little tough with them. That is a tough one. So how do you know, initially we thought we are like the concept of JobsCar is around matchmaking. Okay. You need an accountant with 5 years. I will give you 5 CVs only, but I will not give you a database. I'll give you 5 CVs that are relevant, 8 on 10, 9 on 10, 10 on 10 types. Okay. So when I'm doing that for the employer or for the employee who's looking for a job, I am setting expectations. I am, you know, also telling them that, you know, agar ye nahi hai, so these are the things that you need to do. So it's about building that, connect with them. Now, for me, again, that is brand. Building that connect so that they, even if they don't get a job, they're coming back again and saying, sir, kya kar sakte hain hum?
Because they trust you now.
Because they trust you. And trust, again, that's the right word. Trust. So the reason we opened the center was to build trust, was to build credibility. That when you're coming to this place, this is a physical center, मैं यहाँ किसी से बात कर सकता हूँ. Because tier 2 में, the only thing people pay for is either education or entertainment. They don't pay for anything else.
Got it. Understood. Code of conduct, communication, content, what else?
Yes.
Any other lever of brand? Or if you've got these right for an early stage?
I think early stage this is fine, but do it every day. Do it consistently.
So have your sheet ready that this is what you're going to do for every situation, and this is going to be your line of communication. Stick to it.
Stick to it. And then the way we are looking at this, for example, even for JobsCar, the way we are looking at this is we are opening our center in Lucknow. We'll possibly open another one by the end of this year in Bareilly or in Agra. This is the ground level rule. This is the, you know, basic stuff that we will do in all the centers. And this is how the people will be trained. This is how they will be treating whoever walks in. They will be treating, like when you have walk-ins, there are queues out there. Okay. To ensure that, you know, it doesn't get ugly. So there is someone talking to them. So so some of the things that you realize that is basic counseling chahiye hoti hai. So we are thinking of putting up even counselors in all our centers. So they can just talk to them and guide them, help them navigate. Our job really becomes navigating, you know, at one level, and then getting them to build that trust that these people are not going away. They're going to be here tomorrow also when I come in.
So be thoughtful about every interaction that is happening with the customer, whether on social media or in person or by dealing with masses.
Absolutely.
Clear. You know, over time, sure, I mean, tomorrow I wake up and I've listed everything. Okay, these are the 20 things I'm going to do for my brand to be a good place to start. Over time, you'll need to, you know, refine a few things. You change brands 100%, a little.
100%.
What, you know, a certain brand was back in the day. Like, obviously, you know, Tata is in digital today. Tata never started as a digital first brand. And Tata keeps expanding. ITC keeps expanding. And these guys want to use their, Tata mostly uses their logo everywhere. ITC, HUL, not so much. How do you expand a brand, or how do you refine it? And have you seen some changes? Let's zoom it back to an early stage entrepreneur. How have you seen certain tweaks to brand really
Change
help
the way.
them? Or how are these tweaks to brands done? Like, is it done basis feedback that I heard this from a customer, hence I'm going to change the playbook, or what really happened? How does it look like?
I think so. A couple of things, and I think this I learned from Shiv. Okay, one was whatever you are doing, whether you are making cosmetics, soap, iPhone, be out there in the market. Listen, okay, listen to the ecosystem around you. Talk to them. Keep on talking to them. Okay, the more you talk to people,
observe them, or listen to their perception of you.
Not perception. Have conversations with them. Like in the phone space, there was a time that when our phones, and I'm talking about Nokia days, we used to be launching a phone almost every 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, because we were like 1100 to an N series and E series, and when you're stretching the brand across, right? People used to ask us all the time, how do you do that? Because at one level, Nokia was an 1100 rupees ka brand, which is for the we call them simplicity seekers, everyone. And then you have it for the E series and the flaunt value from the N series perspective, or the very stylized
Office
phones, right?
Like an alternative to BlackBerry.
No. It wasn't an alternative. We were there before, okay? So, but it's just about, for example, N series and a lot of those high-end phones were more, there was a category that we had, we were tech stylists, where people were using the tech to show how stylish I am. So, that phase of people coming in and putting their phone on the table.
As a status.
It's like, this is my status symbol, right? This is who I am, okay? That's a lot of that has changed, but that time that was how it was. Now, when you're stretching the brand, right, you need to listen to your retailers. You need to listen to your distributors. You need to ask them. For example, when we didn't get the dual SIM for almost 2 years, it was a riot. Because everybody was coming with dual SIM, and there was a reason everybody was coming with the dual SIM, because all the Micromaxes and the Lavas of the world were doing dual SIM, and Nokia was not doing dual SIM for at least, I think, 2 years, because we had global operator tie-ups, and those phones are sold through operators.
It wasn't the norm there.
So no operator would want, I am on the phone and I have my competitor on the phone as well. When people use dual SIM, it's that, right?
Correct.
So, I mean, I've been to consumer workshops and consumer groups where people would show us katori mein SIMs rakhe the. Ye Tata incoming free, isme outgoing free, So, but the reason I'm saying this is, talking to your retailers and what to expect and how to price. We used to give the phone to some of our early bloggers. Pricing batao, when we're fixing the pricing for the market. We used to actually give the phone to them. We actually would show them the phone ahead of time under an NDA. But tell me, how would this be? Do you think we should price it? We are pricing it at this amount. Do you think that works? This range will work? Because the reviewer or the bloggers were talking to the other guys as well, knew what's happening in the market. So there are times that we would show them, a very small group, but they were our early.
They knew the pulse of
the market. Then ye ispe nahi chalega. And there have been cases where they've said, ye nahi chalega itne pe.
Right.
And those phones actually didn't do well. You talk to the retailers, the retailer will say that. So keeping your ear on the ground and being in touch with them every single day, like going to the market, and that's a struggle today that I see some people have. Like JobScar, for example, I listen to the conversations people are having. What is it saying? Some of our programs have developed because of the conversations that we heard from people. So, and I think brand is not a one-day job.
Yeah, it's not
it
done.
It is like every single day your brand is brick by brick getting built.
Getting built and because what you're doing, it's
Reframed
not like...
refreshed, of course. So even, again, going back to my tier 2 example, and because it's an early stage, okay. When we started, we were only digitally available. We had 3.5 lakh consumers registered, answering 32 questions, downloaded the app. But we realized that's not working. You need to build trust there. And that's how a physical center came up. This was in the playbook to come in maybe 4 years from now. But we, kind of brought in earlier. Now we realize that is the most important thing. And then opening up more centers. So it's changed. From a digital first brand, you have become a digital online offline brand, and you will be an online offline brand.
Fair enough. And you know,
I think it's an evolving process.
fair enough. And this is something I think people find more familiar because, you know, how to develop a product has been glamorized, or how do you say, it's been popularized.
Yeah.
How to develop a business, listen, and all those things come there. But how you develop a product and how you shape your app and all, you do the same thing with a brand.
Of course.
It's always be listening
100%,
and tracking
100%.
behaviors and then
Yeah.
shaping yourself around that.
Absolutely. I mean, you would go to the market. I remember in Nokia days, color jab aana tha, there was so much demand. But the
Color is not so much of a product thing than a brand. It's a brand thing.
It is a brand thing.
Yeah,
of course
like
it's.
nobody thinks of making it a pink one.
Pink,
It's a market. I mean,
It is.
marketing.
It's a market-driven thing. It's totally market-driven.
Right.
So you're investing in that, and you're building the whole pink thing around it, or you're bringing, building more color or whatever. I mean, so the brand continues to, and it continues to answer different sets of questions for different sets of people. That's how you grow it, right?
Okay. Last question. A Tata has cars and a Tata has salt. Unilever and ITC didn't choose to do the same thing. You know, they built brands. Tata is also building brands. When do you figure out that, hey, this new product that I want to bring to market, should I put it under my grand brand, or should I create this as a brand? And will my new product suffer if I bring it under, you know, the old brand? Sometimes brand extensions, I think a new product launching into a brand is called brand extension.
Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely.
How do I decide whether it's an extension of my brand or it's a new brand altogether? How do people think about it? If I'm running a sari brand, tomorrow I want to launch sandals. Should I do it under my sari brand?
To answer Tata's question, Tata is a very different, I mean, they have invested on building the Tata name for thousands of years now.
Yes.
Right? It's a
seal of
Tata
trust.
It's
a certification.
I would just
It's not a brand, it's a certification.
It's a certification.
Right.
Like, when I'm shopping online for products, food related, big basket, wherever, the moment I see Tata Sampann, I'm going to pick it up. Right? I don't care about any other dal there then. I'm only thinking of Tata Sampann. Right?
Tata is an outlier.
It's an
exception.
It's an outlier.
Let's talk about the norm.
But
yeah.
The brand extensions, when people do, there are some of them that have been around, they've been disasters. It's very easy for people to fall into the trap.
So what was the disaster? The product was a disaster, or the thing launching it within the brand was a disaster, or the brand is the disaster? What went wrong?
I think sometimes people, you get too ambitious about, I will do this also, I will do that also. सब कुछ कर सकते हैं. नहीं कर सकते. आपका brand इतना ही stretch कर सकता है.
Who decides?
Right? The brand, the team internal decides that, and that's the beauty of what I will not do for the brand is more important than what I'll do for the brand.
Okay.
That is more, I will not do this for the brand. So I think sometimes taking that call that this does not fall under my overall brand philosophy. So for example, if there's a brand that
what if I'm ambitious and I'm stretching it? Like the team has decided to stretch it. Then
I'll give you Vertu example. Vertu was a Nokia brand.
Vertu the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a Nokia brand.
Was it?
Of course.
Okay, news to me.
We just kept it completely aside.
I never felt like a Nokia.
Yeah. Because it was this very, very
shiny,
luxury,
gold-plated.
shiny. It didn't fit anywhere.
Yeah.
So you kept it separate.
Okay.
Vertu was completely separate, completely different marketing. The price range was different, totally different, right? But it didn't fit under the Nokia umbrella.
What if you did? What if you made it Nokia Lux? Why not?
No, so there have been many examples. Lux brand.
Lux, the soap brand.
Yes, the soap brand. They also launched washing soap. Imagine doing that. You're making Lux.
What happened? Tell me about
Tanked.
it. Okay.
Tanked.
Why?
Think about Lux.
It's a fragrant brand.
It's a
fragrant
brand.
Personal care brand.
But when you think of Lux, you don't think of Hammam in the same way, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Right? You don't think of Libo in the same way.
Correct.
Libo is germs.
It's antiseptic.
It's just germs. Yeah. Lux is no germs.
No, Lux is beautification product.
Lux also does germs, no?
Yeah.
Lux answers the germs. It's washing, right? Hand wash.
Right.
But what have they done for Lux? They made it into this, every Bollywood actress who becomes someone is on Lux.
Yeah.
Right?
Not on Lifebuoy.
Not on Lifebuoy.
Right.
I don't think they'll do Lifebuoy. Right?
Right.
So Lux is an aura, the luxury aura. Even though it's a 10 rupees, 15 rupees brand, but that's what they have invested in building that brand. Now imagine Lux saying, जब आप बर्तन धोते हैं तो घिसाई लक्स के सोप से करिएगा. No, both will tank. It will hit the brand, it will hit the mother brand as well. So you have to be very cautious of what and how much can you extend your brand.
Who decide? I mean, if it's not coming
It's the
to
brand
you,
head, it's the company head who decides that.
but they go wrong as well, no?
Of course they go wrong.
Then
and
market
that's
tells
when-
you.
Yeah, of course they go wrong.
Got it.
Then they quietly have to pull the product back. How much can your brand stretch?
Yeah.
That's the call. It's my personal thing would be it'll be lot based on your own gut if you've been working on the brand.
Right.
I would say 50% gut.
You'll just start feeling it.
Yeah, you just know that this is now going to work under my brand.
Got it.
And that's when you have like a separate thing. Like, for example, you have a sari business. All right, you're in saris. In my mind, if you're in the sari business, then you stay in the Indian wear space.
Don't launch a bikini. Okay.
It doesn't make sense, right? And people will not buy a bikini which is under a sari brand. I can guarantee that, right?
Okay, lovely. Okay, I think that's a great note to don't launch a bikini if you have a brand
Which is
selling
saris.
saris. Okay, I don't want to name a few, but I would love to. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
Wonderful
Yeah.
talking to you.